When it comes to timeless cruisers, few names carry the same legacy as the Honda Shadow. The Shadow series has always stood for reliability, comfort, and classic American-inspired styling with the refinement that only Honda can deliver. For 2025, Honda brings back the Shadow 750, a motorcycle that perfectly embodies the old-school cruiser spirit but with modern updates that make it smoother, cleaner, and more enjoyable than ever before. This isn't just a motorcycle, it's a reminder of why cruisers will never go out of style. Welcome to Rev Radar TV, and today we dive deep into the world of the 2025 Honda Shadow 750, exploring its design, performance, features, and what makes it one of the most beloved middleweight cruisers in the market. The 2025 Shadow 750 instantly commands attention with its unmistakable low-slung stance, long wheelbase, and muscular silhouette. It's the kind of bike that looks right at home on an open highway or parked under a neon diner sign. The design philosophy hasn't changed drastically because it didn't need to. Honda knows that cruiser fans love timeless styling, and that's exactly what the Shadow delivers. The bike carries over its classic teardrop-shaped fuel tank, deeply balanced fenders, and chunky chrome accents that gleam in the sunlight. The headlight remains round and bold, now upgraded with an LED setup for improved brightness and visibility, giving a touch of modern sophistication without breaking the old-school aesthetic. The 2025 model is offered in a few striking color options: a graphite black, pearl white, and a stunning candy red metallic, each highlighting the chrome engine and exhaust system beautifully. The paint finish is deep and flawless, the chrome treatment polished to mirror perfection. Everything about the Shadow's visual appeal screams craftsmanship and heritage. Honda even added subtle refinements like blacked-out engine covers and alloy wheels on certain trims, giving buyers a choice between full chrome nostalgia and modern dark cruiser attitude. At the heart of the Honda Shadow 750 beats a 745cc liquid-cooled, 52-degree V-twin engine, a tried-and-tested power plant that has earned a reputation for bulletproof reliability and smooth torque delivery. It's not about raw horsepower, it's about effortless cruising. The engine produces around 45 horsepower and 65 Nm of torque, which might not sound earth-shattering on paper, but in practice, it delivers a beautifully linear and tractable ride. The throttle response is smooth, and the engine has that characteristic V-twin pulsy, throaty, rhythmic, and relaxing, perfect for long rides down the highway. One of the biggest updates for 2025 is Honda's refinement of the fuel injection system, making throttle transitions cleaner and fuel economy slightly better. The bike feels more responsive when rolling on from low RPMs, and it maintains a steady hum even in heavy traffic. The 5-speed transmission remains buttery smooth, shifting with that signature Honda precision. The final drive continues to use a shaft drive system, a standout feature in this segment, offering near-zero maintenance and ultra-clean operation compared to chain-driven rivals. The exhaust note deserves special mention. Honda tuned the dual exhaust pipes to produce a deep, mellow rumble that's instantly recognizable. It's not loud or obnoxious, it's soulful. The sound perfectly matches the cruiser persona: low revving, confident, and endlessly satisfying to listen to during long stretches on the open road. Performance-wise, the Shadow 750 isn't about speed, it's about stability and ease. The low seat height of around 25.8 inches makes it extremely approachable for riders of all sizes, while the wide handlebars and forward foot controls deliver that authentic laid-back cruiser posture. At approximately 249 kilograms, the Shadow feels substantial but never cumbersome. Its low center of gravity ensures easy maneuverability in the city and a planted feel on the highway. Suspension duties are handled by a 41mm front fork and dual rear shocks with adjustable preload, tuned for comfort over long rides. The setup absorbs bumps gracefully, gliding over uneven roads with minimal fuss. The Shadow is designed for comfort, not corner carving, but it still holds a predictable line through curves. Braking is handled by a single front disc and a rear drum brake, supported by Honda's dual-channel ABS, ensuring confidence even in wet conditions. On the tech front, the Shadow 750 stays true to its traditional roots. You won't find a TFT screen or ride modes here. Instead, you get an old-school analog speedometer mounted atop the fuel tank, a small digital display for the odometer, and simple indicator lights. It's refreshingly straightforward, a pure motorcycling experience. The simplicity is part of its charm. However, Honda has subtly modernized it with LED lighting all around, a 12-volt charging port, and improved fuel injection mapping for smoother throttle control. Comfort remains one of the Shadow 750's greatest strengths. The seat is wide, soft, and supportive, with perfect padding for long hauls. The ergonomics are relaxed, you sit low and lean slightly back, your arms stretched just enough to feel natural. It's a bike that invites you to take the scenic route every time. Passenger comfort is also good, with a broad pillion seat and solid grab rails. For touring-minded riders, Honda offers optional accessories like a windshield, saddlebags, and a backrest. transforming the Shadow into an effortless weekend tourer. When it comes to fuel efficiency, the Shadow 750 performs decently for a mid-size cruiser. Expect around 22 to 24 km/L, depending on riding conditions. Thanks to the fuel-efficient V-twin engine and smooth gearing, the 14-liter fuel tank provides a realistic range of 280 to 300 km, giving you enough distance between fuel stops for those long weekend rides. The handling, while relaxed, is surprisingly confident. The Shadow's long 1,645mm wheelbase provides excellent straight-line stability, and the chassis geometry keeps it steady even when leaned over slightly in turns. It's not a sport bike, but it's no slouch either. The combination of a plush ride, low-speed control, and predictable steering makes it an ideal companion for both new riders and seasoned enthusiasts. But what really separates the 2025 Honda Shadow 750 from the crowd is its character. In a world of hyper-aggressive naked bikes and high-tech sport machines, the Shadow stands tall as a reminder of simpler times when motorcycling was about the journey, not the numbers. It doesn't overwhelm you with data or gadgets, it simply delivers an honest, relaxing ride. The thump of the V-twin, the shine of the chrome, and the wind against your jacket, it's pure cruiser bliss. Honda's attention to detail also shows in the build quality. Everything feels solid and premium. The paint has depth, the metalwork gleams, and the switches and levers operate with satisfying precision. It's the kind of bike that feels like it'll last decades with just regular maintenance. And of course, reliability is practically guaranteed. It's a Honda. The Shadow platform has proven itself over millions of miles, with engines known to run trouble-free for years. As for price, the 2025 Honda Shadow 750 comes in at around $8,399, placing it squarely in the sweet spot for middleweight cruisers. In markets like India, that would roughly translate to a superscript 17.2 lakh, and in Pakistan, around PKR 22 lakh, offering a lot of value for a bike that combines timeless looks, modern dependability, and a genuine cruiser experience. In its segment, the Shadow 750 faces rivals like the Kawasaki Vulcanus, Yamaha Bolt R-Spec, and Royal Enfield Super Meteor 650, but it has one big advantage: heritage. The Shadow name has decades of loyal riders behind it, and the 2025 version continues to uphold that legacy beautifully. The Vulcan might be sportier, and the Meteor more budget-friendly, but the Honda Shadow delivers unmatched polish, refinement, and brand trust. Ultimately, the 2025 Honda Shadow 750 isn't trying to be flashy or futuristic. It's a motorcycle that celebrates the joy of laid-back riding, a perfect mix of style, sound, and soul. It's the kind of bike you ride not because you're in a hurry, but because you love every second of the journey. Whether you're cruising down the coast, rolling through city streets, or parking it outside a cafe chilled a copyright just to admire it, the Shadow 750 makes you feel something few modern bikes can: a connection. It's comfortable, reliable, stylish, and built to be enjoyed by riders of all levels. In a world chasing speed and tech, Honda gives us a motorcycle that reminds us of what really matters in the ride itself. That's the beauty of the 2025 Honda Shadow 750. For those who crave classic cruiser vibes with modern reliability, this might just be the perfect bike. Smooth on the throttle, elegant in design, and timeless in appeal, the Shadow 750 continues to shine as Honda's ultimate middleweight cruiser.